The loadout with no weakness, in my opinion, is the Messenger and the Duality. Now, both of these guns are pretty known quantities at this point in Destiny's life cycle, but just to run down, the Messenger is a 340 RPM pulse rifle that hits for 36 to the head and I believe 22 to the body. The Duality is an exotic shotgun that has both slug and pellet fire modes, hence the name Duality. Now, the reason I believe that there are no real weaknesses in just these loadouts, leaving aside the build and everything else here, the reason why I think these two are undefeated or basically have no weakness is because they completely cover 90% of all engagement ranges in Destiny 2. Now, what do I mean by engagement ranges? Engagement ranges are basically a set of ranges that you have to be concerned about when you're engaging anybody in Destiny. So, you know, if we consider the close range would be from, say, 6 meters to about 15 meters or so. That's the domain of slugs, SMGs, fusions, sidearms. Point blank engagement ranges are pretty much all shotguns, although you can use fusions and other one-shot kill weapons in that range too. They're just a little bit harder. The mid-range would be anywhere from, or the short mid-range would be like 15 to 22 meters. The mid-range would be like 20 to 28 or 30 meters. The medium-long would be 30 to 35, and then long-range would be 35 plus. And for all of those ranges, these two cover pretty much all of it, except for sniper and scout rifle range, but you know, given the maps that we have in Destiny 2, that's never really going to be an issue. Now, why have I gone with this loadout in particular? Aside from the engagement range stuff, I mean, why not, you know, like a True Prophecy and and Duality, or a True Prophecy and a Fell Winter's Lie, because they kind of do the same thing. Well, leaving aside the slug aspect for a minute here, the Messenger is one of the best primary weapons in the game right now. The role that I have is a moving target kill clip role, though perhaps one of the current community favorites is Killing Wind and Desperado. Both are extremely good. For my playstyle, I prefer kill clip, especially when you stack it with charged with light. You're doing 56-ish to the head once you have kill clip and charged with light with high NG fire active. So I quite like the high burst damage potential of Messenger. It allows me to peek in and out of cover, allows me to play my lanes really, really well. It allows me to just sort of read the situation, read the engagement, read the map and the flow without really having to worry about whether or not I'm going to finish someone off. That's not the point of this weapon. That's not necessarily the point of this playstyle either. This playstyle doesn't necessarily have an aerial component because pulses aren't aerial. But honestly, not every playstyle requires an aerial component. But if you are so inclined to be aerial with a pulse rifle, you know, Wings of Sacred Dawn or Heat Rises on Warlock or Line Rampants kind of do the whole death from above thing quite well if you're so inclined. Now, in terms of the build, so we got Messenger, Duality, Blast B2, literally because I found it in my vault and I thought it was interesting. Instead of, you know, perhaps using Dragon Shadow or anything like that, I'm going to be using Stompies. I know it's a meme. It's very typical hunter stuff, but I like the added speed. I like the mobility. I could have gone Mask of Bacchus, but the reason I want to go with Stompies is because I'm on Middle Tree Tether for Flawless Execution, which then, again, leads into the whole, you know, quarterback playstyle, getting information, helping teammates, and judging which lanes you need to be in to best assist your team, basically. Our stats, 65, 32, 100 res, 40 discipline, 90 intellect, and 66 strength. It's not optimized by any means. Like I said, it went with Stompies instead of Dragon Shadow, Max Brachus, or even Khepri's Sting if you really want to double down into this quarterback playstyle with getting True Sight. But I would like to run Stompies for that mobility benefit, for having an option when things get a little bit hairy with Duality, to be completely honest. Ashes to Acid, which is really, really handy in conjunction with Spike Grenades because they kill really, really well. I've used shotgun targeting, Radiant Friends, and Powerful Friends. Gone with Quick Charge here. I'm personally not sure if this is worth the energy in terms of a build, but it provides a benefit that is relevant to my playstyle, so I'm using it. I forewent a Pulse Unflinching mod here because I wanted to have space for it. Taking charge, Stompies, like you said, Shotgun Scav, and high NG fire on the cloak here. So yeah, that is my build. Feel free to leave a comment down below on my fashion choice. I do apologize to all the sweat mains that I am not dressed in all black, but I've traveled the world, and the world is in color. So let's load up into Control and see what's what. Okay, Altar of Flame. This is a pretty good pulse rifle map. Also really, really good for flexing that quarterback playstyle because there's a lot of different attack vectors on this map. Lots of different places you can take up, and lots of things to be aware of, generally. First things first, though, gotta be good little boys and capture zone. Look at these good boys over here. Look at all of these fantastic boys here. Alright, let's go to B and see what's what.
Enemy claimed zone
The temptation
A.
is to throw a spike grenade on B early, and you know what? I will take that temptation. Screw it. Make him feel unwelcome. Oh, we just got absolutely flanked by TEJP there. I left him to deal. I left my teammate to deal with him, and he didn't deal with him. So that's mistake number one. Don't trust your teammates when you're quarterbacking, especially in close quarters playstyles. Here, we have it down over there. TEJP has Memento Mori, so I don't necessarily want to fight that. I want to try and bait it out more than anything. This guy can fight though. Oh, there was 3 people there. 2 in front of me and 1 on the left. I misread that situation completely. Alright, we're still early days here, still finding our feet, so that's not the end of the world. We're gonna just get our feet wet here. This guy has completely misread the situation. He's dead. Should be somebody in front of me here. And he's also misread the situation, ran into 3 people. Now we've got no quarter involved with somebody here. That's an easy enough cleanup. He's dropped the heavy there. Gonna look in circuit and just get maybe a smoke there and just chill. Another easy enough cleanup, which I miss because, you know what, that's just the kind of game we're having right now. He's a crash dashed away, 2 people out in the open. That was a decent enough opportunistic kill there, but it wasn't done cleanly because I was out of cover. But you see already what kind of playstyle I'm trying to flex here. I'm just basically trying to say, look, I'm trying to cover as many lanes as possible, trying to cover off as many approaches from the enemies as possible. There's our true side. Let's go and take care of this guy. True side comes up again. You can see there's 1 on B. There's mostly in that lane though, so we're going to engage this lane. And that's another one. 2 people on B. They're going to flank around to the left, so we're going to be ready for him. And there we go again. True side, indicating they're all at no quarter. And that's a little bit too deep for my liking, so I'm just going to set up on B, get this zone back, invite them to come here, maybe wall this off just to say, hey, don't get too cheeky now. Alright, it's time to leave. TEJP, really good aggression there, but has run himself into the ground there. I'm okay with that. I wanted to invite my teammates towards B so they can all start capping the zones, and as you can see, there's a bit of a fight going on. I'm really relying on them to come through here, but it doesn't seem like they will. We're there to clean up immediately. There's a guy here in this lane. We'll take care of him as well. Here's what the duality is for. Missed. And easy enough cleanup. Now, we have super, we have kill clip. I want to use kill clip, and then I'll use my super. I'll take care of this guy real quickly, and then move around, see what else my teammates did. That's 2. We get a 3rd. That's a 3rd. Now let's back off. Here's a golden gun on the way. Alright. Decent enough passage of play. I'm just going to wait out this golden gun. He's probably looking through this area, looking for what happens with my teammates. It's fine. C is being taken. I think my teammates have that under control. They do not. Or maybe they do. But there's also an arc staff coming through circuit, last I checked. Yep, through heavy. Alright, let's stand by, let's play with our teammates here. Arc staff's been taken care of, so now we can go out and be a little bit more aggressive. There seems to be a heavy on the field here. I missed that. Can smoke that area. Just give them something to think about. There's a guy on our left. Unclear, it looks like he's far left. I'm gonna pick this up before the enemies do. Don't quite get the kill there. I wanted to burn that heavy, not give our enemy any more opportunity to basically lay the pain into our team. Okay, C, we got a guy in front of us. He's taking care of our teammates. Where did he go? Probably around this corner. Got him there. Our guy just thunder crashed nothing. Let's see if we can engage this lane. There's 2 supers on the field now. I'm backing off. Quite honestly, I cannot deal with that. Not emotionally, just physically. Emotionally, I'm very, very much numb to the pain. But, you know, we're not talking about that right now. This is not therapy. This is supposed to be loud commentary. Anyways, guy in circuit. This guy we can push with our duality. And that was an easy enough cleanup there. Don't know if there's a guy who's going to come behind. Teammate handled it nonetheless. Now there's a guy straight in front of us. This guy we can definitely kill with our duality easily. Okay, now we have Void Empowered, which gives us true sight. It does. Look at this. This guy's gonna come right here. He has no idea. No idea. Let's see if we can use our true sight to just watch this lane. Get a little bit of hints here and there. Looks like circuit push. One guy lower stairs. Teammate saved my bacon there. Let's get real true side now, shall we? Oh, I peeked that a little bit too much. That's unfortunate. On the balance of things, I think the reason we are losing is because we haven't been able to consistently hold that zone, so I'm going to engineer for the last half of this game, just stay around B and make sure it doesn't get taken. If there's a spawn flip, be sure to cap A as quick as I can. But yeah, spend more time protecting this objective than going out and slaying. I need to do what's right for my team. Alright, kill clip says, or true sight says there's a guy coming around here. And thank you very much. Easy enough cleanup. One guy on the stairs on the other side. I do not want to give up this position. I just don't. The longer I stay here, the more my team will win. Thank you for the free kill. We still seem to be okay here. I do not, once again, I do not want to give this position up. Now it seems like everybody's figured it out, and they'll be making our way to me. In which case, I'm ready with my super, and I'm just about to get away with that. See if we can bait people into the super. You can see already the scores have closed a little bit here. I've taken up a horrible position that I'm going to pay the price for it. I should have realized that that guy was going to come around to the side and just take up a piece of cover. So that's on me. I played that completely wrong. And because of that bad play, B's now being taken. So this is just the little things. If you are the last line of defense for your team, you cannot do anything wrong here. Alright, let's see what's what. There's the Dawn Blade here. And I played that horribly. I should have been more aggressive with that. It's not helpful when, you know, you have to play a perfect game because your teammates do not understand the value of capping. That is always a tough time, but that's not an excuse. We knew what we were signing up for. We're playing control solo. That's Archstrider. I'm probably dead. Or not. I'll take this shield down. That's something. Alright.
Enemy can't kill if they're dead.
That was good. Good work, team. Alright, people on B. Let's push up here. We got one. Don't need to reload. Don't know why I'm reloading. Out of habit, maybe. That's two. Okay, that zone is now clear. We need to take it. Let the arc staff take the fire and probably die for it. Yep, there you go. We have another teammate here to take in fire, and we also have a lovely spike grenade, just in case we need it. Completely misread this guy, got away with it, and then his friend came to the side there. Tough, man. Tough game. B still hasn't been taken, but it will be momentarily. I have a feeling. There's a bow over here. Should be an easy enough kill. Yep, there you go. Now we just stay on B. We just stay on B and do our best to kill. Looks like a lot of action's happening on this side. Maybe we can have a look and help out just a little bit. But not at the expense of anything. Alright. Some people coming towards B. Let's be ready for them with kill clip. And we go. There's the true side. What do we got? We got a guy on this side. That's an easy enough kill. You see with the 47s, it just becomes very, 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 very easy to kill people. You don't even have to aim properly. This is why I love kill clip. It allows that forgiveness, whilst also being incredibly lethal. Now there are people on stairs here. One guy in the far end. That's a bow. Do I really want to challenge that? Probably not. I'm absolute. Doesn't even have to really aim for that kill. I'm gonna throw this spike nade there just to discourage people, but I think I misread that radar completely. I thought that guy on the end there was a lot closer than he actually was. We got the bow guy again. Curious to see if this guy floats in. He does. Help out our teammate. Easy pickings. A little bit too late now. If I played this sort of defense at the beginning of the match, we would have been a lot more better placed as a team. But alas, that is what we're dealing with here. So I'm just going to wait for them to get closer. Thank you very much. Got a guy over there. I got two people next to me here who have no idea. They had no idea. I'm a little bit too deep, and I was too deep. The game was gone at that point, so at this point I was just going for kills. Probably not great for my team, but hey. We lost this game because I didn't play around B at the beginning. That's really what it comes down to. I know that's an inordinate amount of blame to place on yourself, but when you're trying to play in a certain way and you're trying to play in a way to support your teammates, if you're taking up a playstyle that explicitly says or explicitly aims to help your team, And if you don't help your team by doing so, then you threw the game, quite honestly. So I don't like the way I played that game, but I think it serves as a pretty good educational lesson. It shows that even you could perhaps be top of the leaderboard, but in the grand scheme of things, if you didn't set out to play the way that you wanted to help out your team, you didn't play well. Maybe I'm being too harsh on myself. I think I played decently, had some good moments, but I wanted to highlight that the loadout itself had no weakness, and that the only problem with this loadout was the absolute dolt running it. So this loadout performed admirably. I hope it shows you exactly what is good and bad for, or well, it's not bad for anything. I hope I showed you its strengths, and this build in particular was pretty well executed, I think, but it was the decision making behind some of the moment-to-moment gameplay that let me and my team down, unfortunately. So yeah, gonna break from tradition and actually upload the L, because I don't think we learn as well when we win. I think when we lose, when we perform admirably and we lose, that's perhaps the best environment to take something away from. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. Obviously do the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, all the rest of it. And come hang out with me on Twitch, where we attempt to do the same thing live all the time. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Ascendant Nomad, and I'm your Crucible Doctor. Cheers.